Hey everyone, in this video we're going to go over to one of our clients' current smart home projects that we're currently doing. It consists of a control force full multi-room system which includes lighting, a full cinema room and networking, air conditioning and more. So let's head over. You join me in the client's kitchen where we've started installing their ceiling speakers so that they can wirelessly stream their music throughout their home. So this is all part of the control force system that we're installing. Another thing that we've also started doing is putting their keypads in. So as well as having an app on their phone which we'll program, we'll also program the keypads for whatever scenes the client may want at different times. They may want the lighting to come on, or they may want different things to maybe dim or turn all the lights on. Basically, because it's bespoke, we can program it to how their lifestyle is. Another thing we've also done in this home is installed all the air conditioning throughout the home for the client, and that'll also be as part of the smart home system control, which is great. So they can have one app that does everything, or they have also got separate remotes and apps. Obviously, if God forbid something did fail. This area, we're also installing a TV with full surround sound, which we've got ceiling speakers here as well. And there will be a couple of floor standing speakers, but the only thing that really will be visible, as the client wanted everything put into a comms room, will be the TV, the ceiling speakers and the floor standing speakers, just to keep life a lot simpler for them. We're now in the client's snug or games room, whatever they decide to use it for, where we've also installed ceiling speakers. We've also put air conditioning in this room. There'll also be a pair of floor standing speakers with like a separate system with an amp and turntable, just so they've got an option of both, but at least they'll be able to open up the doors, or if they want to have music playing throughout the whole ground floor, they'll be able to do it as we put ceiling speakers throughout the whole floor. So we're now going to leave the kitchen and go into the hallway, where we've also installed some ceiling speakers. It's just so that when you have a party or some kind of event, it's nice to have the ambient music throughout at a low volume rather than having to have it loud in one room and obviously be able to hear it where it's then too loud in another. So having them in the hallway is a great way to keep the ambience at a great level. You'll be able to see we've also started installing keypads in the hallway here. So again, they'll have separate scenes, modes for the hallway. All the different lights are on different circuits, so it'll obviously control that. And once a client's satisfied with how they want it programmed, we'll then get the buttons engraved for them as well, which makes life a lot easier. We'll go into the cinema room or media room, if you want to call it, where we've done all the media wall. So we've arranged all of this for the client. We've also installed the air conditioning. We've helped with the Wi-Fi as well as all the surround sound. This has got 7.1 in this particular room, so you can see the ceiling speakers in here. There'll also be an electric projector screen, and there'll be an electric projector lift in the ceiling. We'll also be putting some bookshelf speakers in the media wall, and then obviously the projector will drop down in front of that. So this room will be very clean, but they'll have a nice size screen projector, and they'll also be able to stream their music wirelessly throughout here. And then once we get to that stage, we'll also be installing a touch panel on the wall here. We've also installed a dual cone ceiling speaker for music in the downstairs cloakroom. So it just means that basically you can have one speaker that acts as a stereo pair for smaller rooms, which is ideal for things like this. So at least the music, again, as mentioned, goes throughout the whole ground floor effortlessly, and it's everything kept at a real nice volume. We'll now head upstairs where we've installed ceiling speakers throughout as well. And another thing we've also added, of course, throughout is the keypads for the lighting. So we're in the client's master bedroom, where we've of course installed ceiling speakers so they can listen to their music. We've also provisionally cabled for a TV, but they've decided at the moment they probably don't want to put one in just yet, but it will give them the option to be able to listen to the TV via the ceiling speakers if they want to, as well as streaming their music. Another thing we've also done, of course, as mentioned, is we've put air conditioning in the bedroom. We've put a ceiling speaker in the bathroom here, or the ensuite rather. So again, it's another dual cone ceiling speaker, as they didn't want a stereo pair. Naturally, we've done all the lighting throughout the whole home, so they will have new fascias going on these once the client's decided, but that will be for obviously the bathrooms and the hallways, all the rooms. And then in the main bathroom, we've also put a pair of ceiling speakers. So I'm in one of the bedrooms of the house, where we've also installed ceiling speakers and air conditioning. So basically, we've just put air conditioning in all the bedrooms. We've also put ceiling speakers in all the bedrooms so that the client, if they've got guests or whatever it may be, they can listen to music, and obviously all the bedrooms, etc., have air conditioning, as this one, if you follow me through. So ceiling speakers again, air conditioning. It's just so that the client's house is future-proofed. Even if they don't have people using these rooms, it just makes life a lot easier, that they don't have to do any further works at a later stage. They've just got the option where they can literally just go onto their app on their phone or a touch panel on the wall once we've got those installed for them, and they can just press play music throughout the whole home, or they can literally choose whichever room they want on the app on their phone or the touch panel on the wall. We're now in the client's comms room. So this is where we put the rack, which is going to have all the equipment. It's where all the lighting panels, all those kind of things are going to be installed. So just to give you an idea, these are just a couple of the lighting panels. So they can choose, obviously, where they want to go. The clients chose here. We've started working on some of the speaker cabling, so the terminations, and we've also started doing some of the network cabling and the patching of the panels of the networks, all the cables throughout the home. So once this is obviously finished, it will look a lot cleaner than it currently does, but even still, we've done a lot of work on this, so it's just getting there. It's just a case of, when you do have a whole home, there's quite a lot more to it in terms of making sure everything's labelled and put in correctly, and obviously as the client's requirements to what they want as per their specifications. We hope you seeing this project gives you an idea of what we can do for you in terms of obviously a full home automation system and some of the services we offer, which obviously include air conditioning, lighting control, and naturally all the audio visual throughout, as well as security and internet access. This particular client used our full designing consultancy service, so obviously if that's something you are after, we can also help with that. We do also cover nationwide, and we do one room throughout a whole home. So if there is something you're after, even whether it's renovation stage or prior, please feel free to get in touch, and thank you for watching.